What is up, guys? It's Joaquin Corrales. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we're releasing videos daily, okay? And this video is going to be awesome. And the reason why this video is going to be awesome is because Black Friday is coming, okay? And there's going to be billions of dollars that fluctuate the internet in Black Friday. And if we're able to tap into this by using the right strategies and being able to set up a store and put the right products in front of people, then we're going to be super profitable, okay? In the last like 5 days ago, I started a brand new store. I've started tons of stores in the past. I started a brand new store just testing around, and I think by now we've generated somewhere around $1,500 to $1,000 just testing. I'll put a screenshot up here. And throughout the next couple of days, because there's gonna be so much money going around and I already have the strategy in place, I'm gonna take this store from $20,000 to $30,000, and I'm gonna be documenting it all here in this entire training of exactly what I plan on doing to be able to do that. So in these 3-part video series, I'm gonna show you guys how to set up your own Shopify store, okay? The same exact steps that I'm taking to set up my store, how to find the right products for Black Friday, and how to run advertising to these products to be able to generate a maximum profit, because within the next couple of days, we're gonna be able to generate more money off of e-commerce than ever before, okay? And our ads are gonna be more profitable than ever before. So guys, tune in. This is the first video. We're gonna hop right into my computer within the next couple of seconds here, and I'm super pumped to show you guys all this and for you guys to be able to share your results once you come back. And guys, if you've never set up an online store before, or maybe you already have a store and you haven't been seeing the results that you want from it, then good, you're in the right place. This doesn't have to be a really long process, okay? A lot of people think that in order for them to start an online store, they need to do all this freaking research, and the store's gonna take months to create, and the advertising are super thought out and super psychological and the whole BS. No, it doesn't have to be like that. I'm gonna show you guys how you're gonna be able to do this before this Black Friday. Okay, this one, I'm not talking about getting ready for the next Black Friday if you don't have a store. If you don't have a store, you're going to be ready within the next 2 days to start making money online if you follow these videos. So let's get right into it. We're going right into my computer. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Shopify.com. And we're gonna create an account with Shopify using their 14-day free trial. And it's actually pretty cool because we don't even have to give them a credit card. So I already created an account, but let's say that I'm gonna create an account here, JC at Contact Flow. I'm gonna click Get Started. I'm gonna put my password. And guys, for your store name, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna add a domain anyways. I'm gonna show you guys in a second how we're gonna get a free domain to be able to add to our store so that people aren't going to that weird link. So here I'm gonna put Joaquin's Test Store 3, whatever. Not a big deal. Then we're gonna click on Create Your Store. Sit tight, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna ask you some more information. Just put it in and then we'll be inside. So once we get inside, this is what it's gonna look like. Let me make sure that I'm still logged into this. Yeah. So it's gonna say you have 13 days left of your trial, whatever, we're good. And it doesn't matter the name that you put in. We're gonna see here in a second. So now that we have our Shopify account created, what we're gonna need is a domain, right? Right now, the URL for this store that you guys are seeing right here is this. Hold on, let me pull something up here. So the URL for this store that I have here is bfdealsdemo.myshopify.com, right? And later when we go over how to find the right products and when we go over how to run Facebook advertising to these products so that our store absolutely explodes during Black Friday, we don't want to link people to this URL here, right? It seems unprofessional and they're not really going to trust it. They're going to be like, what the hell? Why isn't that a shorter domain? Why does it say my Shopify? They're going to feel like if it's a store that was just made. So what I'm going to show you guys how to do here is how to first get a free domain. And second, if you guys want to spend some money, like $14, I actually think it's like $1. If you guys want to spend $1 on GoDaddy, if it's your first domain, then you could get it through there. But anyways, I'm going to show you really quick how you can get a free domain. So if you go on Google and you type in .tk, it's going to take you here to .tk. And you guys are going to be able to get free domains on this website. I use this a lot for my test websites, for my test stores and stuff, just because it's a much shorter domain and it's free. It's like 100% free. So you're going to look for your domain here. So let's say Black Friday Test Store 3. I'm just looking for a weird name so that it doesn't say that it's not available. You're going to look for something, whatever. See, Black Friday Test Store 3.tk, free. So I would click on get it now, and then I would register with these people and whatever and get the domain for free. So if you guys want to also get a .com, or not also, but if you want to get a .com instead, right? Because you know that you really want to get into the Shopify thing and you want to create a store that you're going to have for quite a while. You're not just doing this for Black Friday and then you're out. which I suggest none of you do that. You come into GoDaddy, you search for your domain here, and you buy it. And they have some coupon somewhere on the internet that you guys will be able to find in order to get you that domain for just $1. Now, after we have the domain, let's say that we got it through here, right? Through the free one. When we get the domain, we're gonna come to these settings here. So bfdeals.tk, that's the domain that I got here for free. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Manage Freenom DNS. And then I'm going to go back to Shopify. And when I'm back on Shopify, I'm going to click on the Settings button down here on the bottom left. Actually, I'm going to click on Online Store here. And I'm going to click on Domains. Then it's going to ask me to buy one or connect existing. You guys could also buy it through here. I usually just buy it directly with GoDaddy, especially because your first domain is going to be $1. So click on Connect Existing. And then it's going to ask me what my domain is. bfdeals.tk is my free domain. I'm going to click OK. And then it's going to tell me to view the instructions. Now, I already connected it. So what you're going to have to do after you come to the DNS management and BF Deals in Freenom, the site where we got this for free, is that we're going to create an A record. So just one of these A records with this IP address. Then we're going to click More Records, put www on the name, click CNAME, and put this. So for example, when nothing is here, just imagine that these top two aren't here. You're only going to see the bottom. You're going to get this IP address and put it here. No matter your store, you're going to put that IP address. Then you're going to click More Records. Here you're going to click on CNAME. You're going to put this as here. And you're going to put www as the bottom. Then you're just going to click Save Changes. And then they're going to go to the top, right? So once you have them at the top, then your store is going to automatically connect to this domain here. So then what we could do is verify the connection back in Shopify, and Shopify is going to make sure that the domain was appropriately connected. See, so we're connected. So now if I go here to this new window, I type bfdeals.tk. See, bfdeals.tk took me to this new website that I have here. So now after we have created that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change some settings on here. So we're gonna click on the settings button on the bottom left, and we're gonna click on checkout. And these are settings that you need to absolutely change before you start anything in your store. So accounts are disabled. We'll leave them as optional, right? We want to allow people to create accounts. Require last name only, require first name and last name. And this is going to be important for later on once we do email marketing and all of that. So address line 2, the shipping address, phone number. We'll put this as optional so that they could give us their phone number if they want to. And now for the refund, privacy, and terms of services, we're going to generate random ones, okay? So we're going to click on these generate ones, and this is going to be good for now, okay? Remember, we're trying to set the store up as fast as possible so that we could get in these next 4 days and generate a ton of money using these strategies for Black Friday. So we don't need some specific terms of services or privacy policy or refund policy right now. The one that it generates by itself are going to be good enough for now. So once we have this saved, we're going to click on the save button down here. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we're going to come back to settings and we're going to set up the shipping. So we're going to do free shipping. And the reason why we're going to do free shipping is because later we're going to see how the products that we're going to be buying, the margin is going to be so high. Like, for example, something's going to cost us $1 and we're going to be able to sell it for like $10, $12. Something's going to cost us $6 and we're going to be able to sell it for $20, $25. So it doesn't matter that we pay for shipping because the margin is so high. And people, when people see free shipping, they find it a lot more attractive. So they're a lot more likely to buy your product. So we're definitely going to do free shipping. So what you're going to want to do here is come here to the shipping zone section. And where it says domestic, just edit that. We're going to delete all of these. So delete zone. Now for the rest of the world, we're going to edit this. Click on delete zone as well. We don't want none of these shipping zones that are going to charge people for shipping. Now we're going to add a shipping zone, right? We need one to accept orders. So here I'm just going to call it free shipping. Add countries. Most of our orders are going to be coming from the US and Canada anyways once we do the Facebook advertising. But all right, so we select these regions and then just click add. Okay. So now that we have all of them selected there, we're going to come down and we're going to add a rate. Okay, so we're going to come here to price-based rates. We're going to add it. And then we're just going to leave it at 0. See? So we're going to call this free shipping as well. I can't spell free. That doesn't matter. We're going to click done. Free shipping. Awesome. We're going to click save. Awesome. So now that we have the free shipping set up, right? Because we're going to offer free shipping. And now that we have all of our checkout, the different checkout settings enabled and set up, we're going to have to set up payments, okay? And now the reason why we want to set up payments is because one, we want to get paid. And second, we have to before we start selling anything. So when you click on payments, we're going to do it with Shopify payments. And the reason why we're going to do it like that is because it's actually powered by Stripe. So we're using Stripe as we do that. And then Shopify automatically accepts PayPal. So they allow people to check out through PayPal Express checkout. And it's pretty cool because after your first sale, they're just going to email you with the instructions. So you don't have to set up anything as far as PayPal right now. And I definitely suggest that you guys don't deactivate this. Just leave it there. Now, with Shopify payments, you're going to click on this button here, complete account setup, and it's going to take you to the place where you're going to modify the settings for your Shopify payments. You're just going to fill this in right here. You're going to enter your information. All the way at the bottom, you're going to put your banking information, right, where the money's going to get deposited. And then you're good to go there. So now we're basically done with the settings in the back end as far as our store. So we got the checkout settings, we got the payment settings, and we also have the shipping settings enabled. Now later on, we're gonna come into this general. We're gonna do a couple other things in here, but for now, let's go right into the store. So we're going to click on online store right here. All right, so we're going to come to the themes area right here, and we're going to click on this customize button. We're going to change a couple of things here that are really going to be key in our store in order to increase credibility with the people that come in, right? Because we don't want to show people that just came into our store that are that we're a new store, right? Because they're a lot less likely to buy. But before we do that, let's go to the product section for a second and create a test product, okay? Just like this one. So just click add product. Put any name up here and then just press save. Okay, it's gonna be a test product. So let's go back into the themes here. So we're gonna click bottom left, sales channel, online store themes, and we're gonna click on the customize button. Now that we're in the theme, we're gonna start off by modifying this section up here, image with text overlay, right? So we're gonna click here, and the cool thing is that if we select image here, we could go to free images and find a whole bunch of images that Shopify provides for us. Okay, so this is actually really cool because depending on the niche that we're gonna get into, and actually that's gonna be part of the next video, but let me talk about it a little bit here. You know, when a lot of people think about creating an online store, they're not sure exactly what niche to get into, right? They want to either get into a niche. I mean, obviously they want to get into a niche that's extremely profitable, that maybe it has to do with something that they like, right? Because a lot of people say chase your passion, which is bullshit if you're broke. Something that they like, something that's gonna be profitable. Or the other option is a general store, right? And guys, when you're just starting out in Shopify, and even myself today, when I create new stores, a lot of the time they're general stores. And the reason why they're general stores is because I have the freedom to be able to sell any type of item, right? So I have a main general store, and in that main general store, I sell any type of item. And then once I see a trend of a specific niche that is generating me profit, then I'll go out and I'll create a store exactly for that niche, right? So what I mean by that is that you want to create a general store in which you sell a couple of different items, like a watch, things for hiking, kitchen items, things like that. And then you're going to advertise these products using the strategies that we're going to see in the next video. And then when you see that maybe a lot of kitchen items are starting to sell very well, right? That you're making good money with kitchen items, then you would go out and create your niche store, right? You don't want to go straight into a niche store because it's very hard when you're just starting and even after to know if items that you're testing are going to be profitable, right? Like for example, I have a friend who created a phone accessory store. And I'm not sure why he didn't create a general store. I told him to create a general store, but he created this phone accessory store and he was just selling phone accessories. And the competition for that was extremely high and he was doing it exactly like everyone else, right? He wasn't following a lot of the strategies that we're going to go over in this video. And so he wasn't generating a ton of money back, right? And so if he would have done a general store, then he would have been able to very easily switch to selling something else in that same exact store. But since he created a niche store which sold phone accessories, then he was kind of limited to the things that he could sell in that store. So he had to waste more time creating another general store in order to sell a whole bunch of different things. So until you're not making some money and you know exactly what niche you're going to create your store in, I suggest that you guys start with your general store so that you're able to test the different products. So now let's find a general picture here. Like for example, I always click on the city and I look for a picture here that looks cool. So I would probably select this one. I'd click select just to add it as the background to this top section here. Now where it says image with text overlay, maybe I'll put best deals ever. I don't know, just write stuff here. And Black Friday deals ending soon, right? You always want to add scarcity to your website and to basically everything that you do online because people are 99% more likely to buy when things are about to end, right? When the time is about to run out, when there's only 10 left, when you're only doing it for the top 100 people, when there's a timer on the page, etc. So you want to put Black Friday deals ending soon, so that when people see this, they're like, oh shit, it's ending soon. Like I need to get this. So you're going to save this here, right? Now we have a really nice header, and we also created a test product, right? So we're going to click on that test product. And as you guys can see here, this add to cart button is a pretty boring color. And guys, this is really strategic, what I'm about to tell you here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to general settings and click on colors, and you're going to modify the color of these buttons to this color right here that I'm about to paste. So you're going to type down here 3B824F, okay? Your button needs to be that green, okay? It needs to be that green color because it's been proven to increase sales. Yeah, the green freaking color on your button increases your sales. So now you're going to hit save. So that green button is going to get us some sales, watch. Now, as you guys could see here, we don't have a logo, right? It just says BF Deals Demo. And I actually think that, where do we modify that? Or whatever. It's somewhere in here that we modify that. But here's the deal. What we want to do is that maybe we want to go and find some sort of logo, right? So check this out. There's this website that I go to called logodust.com, okay? Let me see if the name is somewhere in here so you guys could see it. Actually, I'll pull this up again. So the URL is logodust.com. And I get a lot of my freaking logos from here because one, they have a lot. Two, they're pretty cool and they're free, and you're not going to get in any sort of copyright infringement issue or nothing like that. So you guys are going to go to logodust.com, and you're basically going to go down this freaking page and find something that somehow relates to your store, right? And even if it doesn't, I mean, I actually used this logo for like one of my stores, like this freaking logo right here. See how it doesn't even matter. Just switch up the colors once you download it, whatever. And then once you have the actual file, then you would upload it up here. So basically, those are the main things that you're going to want to do in your store from out here. Soon, we'll start adding the products. We'll start doing the whole thing. Oh, another thing. This image with texting, I usually remove this. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to delete this section. And then we have this image up here. And then we're going to add another one down here later on when we pick our products, okay? Oh, another thing, in the footer, we're going to show the payment icons and the newsletter sign up. That's going to be important for once we connect this to our email marketing system. So we're going to go back here. And guys, that's basically it. And if you guys are looking at this right now, it looks like a really nice and clean store, okay? You have the header, you have this title up here, Black Friday deals ending soon. Here, you're going to have your different products with the images, which we're going to show you in a little bit how you're going to be able to integrate that. Super easy, okay? It's super easy. And another thing that we want to do is edit these menus up here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to click on save right here. Then we're going to go back on the themes. Then we're going to click on pages right here. Now, what I suggest you do is that you create a page for example, the privacy policy, right? You're going to save that. We'll come back to these pages now. So we're going to create one for the privacy policy. We're going to create another one for the terms of service. And we're going to create one more page for the refund policy. People like to see these on your website before they check out, so it's cool that we have these. So now we're going to go back to settings real quick. We're going to come to checkout, and we're going to copy these things. I'm actually going to copy them into a notepad over here so that I don't have to. Actually, no, I'm not. So we have the refund policy. Now I'm going to come back to pages, come to the refund policy, and I'm going to paste that here. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste the refund policy to that. And you're going to do that with the others. Okay, you're going to do that with the terms of service, and you're going to do that with the privacy policy. You're going to put them in that page. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to go up here to navigation. And we're going to go to the footer menu. And not only are we going to put search, but we're also going to add those pages. Okay, so here we're going to put, which one did we write? I think it was the refund policy. So refund policy, we're going to add a page, refund policy, add. Then we're also going to add the terms of service. We're going to add the terms of service page. Terms of service, add. And then we're also going to add the privacy policy page. Okay, so we got the privacy poly page. Privacy poly page. That's great. Save menu. And now let's go check out our store. So we're going to click on this little eye here. Check out our store. And see on the bottom now, people are going to be able to search refund policy, terms of service, privacy policy. And guys, this adds credibility to our website because people know that we're serious and that we have all these different types of documents, and that it's not some website that we threw together in freaking 10 minutes. Now, the top ones, we're going to want to add some there as well. Now, these are the ones that I always add to the top. So we're going to go back to navigation here. We're going to click on main menu. And then instead of catalog, I'm actually going to call this hot sales. Okay. Now I'm going to add something else. I'm going to add about us, right? So I haven't created that about us page. So I'm going to add an about us here. I'll actually create the page just so that it's complete. I'm going to add an about us page. And I'm also going to add a frequently asked questions page because people always have the same frequently asked questions. Now I'm going to go back to navigation. I'm going to go back to main menu. So remember, this is going to be hot sales. Apply. Now I'm going to do about us. Okay. And I'm going to link in the description of this video what you're going to write in the about us, right? It's always going to be the same. The about us is always going to be, all the about us for my pages is always the same, basically, some general text. You guys can get creative with it if you want, but we don't have a lot of time here before Black Friday to get this all sorted. So yeah, that's that. So about us, frequently asked questions, and I don't remember, did we add another one? No, so that's it. Okay, so those are the main ones that we're going to add there. Now, if we come back to our store and we hit refresh, now we have home, hot sales, about us, frequently asked questions. And guys, this is so simple what we've done here in such a short amount of time. So now, the next thing that we want to go over are the apps, okay? Because there are going to be some apps that we're going to be able to add to our store. They're going to make our lives 100 times easier when it comes to doing all of this, okay? And then in the next video, we're going to figure out what products we're going to sell, how to add these products, and then what images we're going to put here, and how we're going to be able to advertise that in the next one. So now, the apps. In order to get to the apps section, we're going to click on this apps button around here. And the first app that we're going to download is actually right here in our face. It's called Oberlo, okay? And what this app is, okay, you're going to start for free. You're not going to have to pay anything at all for your first 50 orders. And after your first 50 orders, I mean, you're going to be making money for sure, obviously, because you're getting freaking orders. So you won't mind paying some more, but you're going to have it free for your first 50 orders. I'm pretty sure if it's per month, if I'm not mistaken. And guys, what this app is going to allow us to do is absolutely incredible. Okay, let's go to our app section here. Make sure it got downloaded. Yeah, so make sure you download it. And we're not going to go into it right this second. We're going to go into it in the next video because it has to do with products. But what it's going to allow us to do is that we're going to be able to go on websites like AliExpress, right? Where we're going to be able to drop ship our products. So the products that we're selling, we're not going to have to hold any inventory, obviously. It's going to go directly to the people that are buying it. And we're going to be able to go on Oberlo and we're going to be able to find the product on AliExpress. We're going to be able to put the link to that product inside of Oberlo. And then Oberlo is going to automatically import that product into Shopify. Okay, it's going to import that product into Shopify with the images, with the description, with how much it has on inventory and the whole thing. But hold on, because it gets even cooler than that. Because once someone makes an order on that product, in order for us to order that product and send it to the customer, we don't have to go to AliExpress and put their name and put their address and confirm it and the whole thing. No, we don't have to do none of that. What we have to do is we have to go in through Oberlo right here, right? And once we're in here, it's actually right here in this order section. It's going to be the list of your orders, and there's going to be a button called order in AliExpress. You're going to press that button, and it's going to take us automatically to AliExpress, where it's going to fill in everything for you. So it's going to automatically fill everything in, and then it's going to stop right before it hits purchase, right? So right before it hits purchase, it stops, and then you confirm that everything's good really quickly, and then you press go. So the order fulfillment with this app is like 1,000,000 times faster than anything else, okay? It literally takes like 1 minute to 2 minutes per order, which is awesome. It's actually a lot faster once you get used to it, but anyway, so that's the first app that we're going to be looking at. Now, the second app that we're going to use is going to be called Sales Pop. And guys, this app freaking works, okay? What this is an app that's going to show pop-ups at the bottom left of our store once we get it all set up. So it's going to show pop-ups at the bottom left of people that are buying stuff. And when people come into our store and they go into our product from our advertisement, they're going to be like, oh, wow, look, there's other people buying this product too. This product is good, right? And then they're going to buy it. It's freaking awesome, and it works. That's the best part. So you're going to set this up, just following the instructions there. It's really straightforward. And so now the apps that we have are Oberlo, then we have Sales Pop by Beaketing or whatever. And then the last one that we're going to add here, let's go to the App Store here real quick, is going to be called Hurify. And guys, this is what I was talking about before as far as adding scarcity to your products. Okay, this app, you're gonna have a 2-day free trial and then it's only $7, but with the amount of money that this is gonna give you, that this is going to make you, it's gonna be worth it in the first sale, literally. So what it's gonna do is that, as you guys can see in this picture here, it's gonna add a countdown to your products based on the settings that you add, and it's gonna tell people, hurry, like you need to buy this because there's only this many left, and here's a timer showing that there's that the offer is going to run out. And guys, that builds so much scarcity in people that they freaking swipe like crazy. So anyways, we're gonna get this one as well. So let's do that. Right. So we have Oberlo, we have Sales Pop, and then we have Hurify, which is the other one. And those are the main 3 apps that we're gonna use in order to create our store. And as you guys saw, creating the store was extremely simple. We were able to get a free domain, right? Or we were able to go to GoDaddy and buy one for $1. We're able to come here and set up this store with one of their themes, find header images, set the products, set that green color on the buy now button. You guys cannot forget that. And then we need to install these apps that are going to make our transactions and our sales with these stores 100 times easier. Like the reason why Oberlo exists is literally why we're able to do this so fast, right? Because once these orders start coming in, you're able to fulfill them extremely fast. So guys, in the next video, we're gonna go to the next stage, and the next stage in this is finding the right products. Okay, what do we need to do? Because now we have our store set up, right? We need a little bit more configuration on those apps. You guys could follow those instructions there, but now we have a store, right? So if I go to bfdeals.tk, I have a working store here, right? I don't have my products yet. That's what we're going to do in the next video. But I have a store that people are able to come to. They're able to click on a product. They're able to add it to cart. And this is what Shopify allows you to do. It allows you to do this in such a fast way. You're able to start these stores in such a fast amount of time that someone who doesn't know what they're doing could never imagine, right? Someone thinks about starting an online store and they're like, oh my God, this is going to take so much time. I'm not sure. And guys, in here, in 10, 15 minutes, I don't even know how long it's been, we're able to get a domain, right? We're able to find a logo for free in that Logo Dust website. We were able to set up this brand new store, and I haven't even paid a single dollar of anything, okay? A single dollar. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to be able to find the right products, how we're going to be able to do that for Black Friday, right? Because how we find products that we need to sell super fast is a little bit differently when it comes to Black Friday, and how we're going to be able to connect our store to Oberlo using these products so they're automatically imported into our system and we're ready to sell 100 times faster, okay? After that, I'm going to show you guys how to get your first sales in Black Friday. And guys, you're destined to get these sales. I mean, there's going to be so much money flowing around that you would literally have to do nothing at all and not add products, not create the store, not freaking sign up to Shopify. I'm pretty sure if you go on Shopify right now and you just sign up, you'll get some sales on Black Friday just because there's going to be so much money going around. Not guaranteed, right? I can't guarantee stuff. I think pretty sure that's like 99% sure that's illegal. But anyways, guys, if you follow this, you'll be able to create your store without a doubt. It's going to look great. It already looks great with the default theme. We just needed to change some things as we saw there. And let's get right into the next video on how we're going to be able to find the products for Black Friday to be able to get our store profitable as fast as possible.